What is going on, everybody? It's Greg. This is my daughter, Meg. Me and her went to the fish store today, and we picked up some more fish. And we went to Petco yesterday. They were having a dollar per gallon sale, so we picked up 2 more 10-gallon tanks, and we're going to show you what we got. All right, this is a 10-gallon tank, the wooden frame one that I had from back in the old fish room with the blue-eyed split tails in it. And you can see them back. I got some more blue-eyed split tails. It looks like a few more females. Don't put your hands in front of it. And then over here we got some, I want to say Brigitte Rasboras, but I don't think that is right. Maybe Brigitte Macchialis or something like that. Yep, they're little fish. We're just temperature acclimating them right now, and I'm going to be adding them here in a bit. But we'll take you over and show you what kind of the plans are now that I've got the fish stand in here. I've got all my wood that I'm planning on using, well, most of the wood I'm planning on using in here, as well as some nice looking shrimp. Not really focusing well. It's probably because of the yellow water. But I like those tannins, so let's go over and take a look at what we got planned for later. Now we're still in the process of unpacking, so there's still going to be stuff like this up, but you can kind of get an idea of it. The 10-gallon tank, there were 3 of them sitting on here before with a 40-gallon over here back in the old fish room. But I'm going to be able to fit quite a few tanks on here, and then if I really wanted to, I could put some in the bottom. So I'm planning on setting both of these up here in the next day or two. One of them will be able to take fish pretty quick, and I'll be able to show you why here in just a second. But the other one's going to take a while. I'm going to actually have to do a slow cycle of that tank so I can get the bacteria going. It's going to become a shrimp tank. Alright, this is what happened to the other tank. I just basically shut it down without shutting it down to keep the bacteria that's on the rocks on the substrate good so that I can reuse it. It's part of the way I'm going to be able to start that other tank up real quick. Got everything out of here except for there's a couple snails in here. The really large one I had, or the largest one I had, is in here somewhere. And there is 1 shrimp that is in here. The tank gets no light, no heat, no nothing. And everything's doing well in it. But I'll be pulling the substrate out of there and then moving the shrimp in with the other ones, and then when the shrimp tank is ready, all the shrimp are going to go in there. I'm going to do everything I can to get the snails out of that tank though. So that's kind of what I got going on. That last tank was in my daughter's room, so she's kind of got her first fish tank. I'm kind of happy. She liked it. She wants it in there. But she's more into snails. So that's kind of why I left the larger snail in there, and then there's a bunch of little baby ones that are going around. But she seems to be really interested in snails. I've been trying to see if she wanted to get nearite snails and put them in there or something like that, or maybe some apple snails. But she's still young. As long as I'm just happy that she's interested in tanks. But that's what I got going on right now. I'm going to acclimate these fish, or finish acclimating these fish and get them in and see how they look. Alright, got all the fish in. It's definitely a bit overcrowded now, but it just means I got to get on putting those other tanks together. And I can kind of, I'm going to separate them out. I'm definitely going to do a cherry shrimp tank. I figure I'll probably leave the small rasboras in here with the croaking gourami, and I'll move all the split tails over to their own 10-gallon tank. So that's my plans for now. Who knows? Might change. We'll see. For those of you who stuck around, I appreciate it. I know that tank is definitely overcrowded now. I am running a sponge filter in there that's been for a 25-gallon, but I'm only running air through it for basically a 10-gallon. So I think it'll hold off easy for the next couple days while I get that other tank ready, as well as I got the Java moss in there, which is absorbing a bunch of the nutrients in the water. So I don't want you guys to think that they're going to be in there that long. By the time I put up my next video, they'll have been in there most of them have been in their own tanks for a while. So hope to see you then.